And one thing we have to notice, right behind that broom is an outlet. Here's the cord for the water heater. Here's the cord for the air conditioner. The outlet's a ground fault protector, so it will pop if there's any shorts or problems with either cord or either appliance. Only one appliance can be used at a time because they both take a lot of electricity. Coming on around, well, I think we'll take the low road. Down here is the electric control panel. It says right here 12 volts up, 110 down. That has to do with this switch here. If you're on 12 volts, it's up. If you're on 110, it's down. The fuses for the 12 volt system are here. Circuit breakers are here. You see the little button for the circuit breaker. There's another button for the circuit breaker, for the other circuit breaker inside the utensil drawer under the stove. I guess we'll stay down low. There's the tube that holds the table up. The table is in the down position right now. This tube here will hold the bottom of the bed up if for some reason you want to get into the battery or you know, hold the bed up out of the way. Seldom used. The red light's on for the 12 volt outlet, which means everything's okay, plenty of juice. If there wasn't enough juice in the battery, this outlet would turn itself off and the red light would blink. Not enough juice. Inverter, straightforward. Here's the foot pump. I'll just show you that operation. Hands free, step on the foot pump, out comes water. The alternative is turn the water pressure on here, like that. Now that the water pressure's on, you turn the knob like any water faucet and there comes the water. Now let's swing ourselves up a little bit. Here's the amplifier for the antenna. It must be turned on. Turn it on, the little red light comes on, and you're ready to use the antenna. When it's off, no antenna. Also, the antenna, 13 turns it's up, 13 turns it's down. Plus this ring, you can pull the ring down and flip it to right to left to direct the antenna towards the source of the broadcasting, which is generally the nearest major metropolitan area. Continuing to swing around here. This solar controller has to be turned on, and there's a smoke detector and a CO2 detector. They just batteries have to be changed once a year like you do at home. But the operating instructions for the solar controller and the whole wiring diagram are found right here, along with other manuals that have to do with the systems and a checklist on what to check when you're ready to move the casita. Just as a reference point, here's an almanac. All of the black or red dots are showing campgrounds, and every red or black dot has a complete description with ratings of the campground inside of this campground directory. We'll continue to move around the top. Straightforward fan, on off. That's it. It's high-low also. And same with the radio. Turn the radio on. Plays music. It's fine to just leave the radio, either turn it on or turn it off, because the solar power keeps plenty of juice going to the battery. The radio won't drain the battery. But if you didn't have the solar panel, you got to turn the radio, totally power off the radio when the casita sits in storage. To do that, there's a switch right there, and that totally disconnects the power from the radio, so the presets and the little clock and all that stuff won't drain the battery. No problem though with solar power. It's just a storage area, a block that holds the lid open to the storage area so that you can work in there without holding it up with one of your hands. That block also works for these storage compartments over here. Here's the AV system. Everything has to be turned on, including the monitor, and then the right source has to be selected on the tuner, whether you want the digital television converter going into the tuner, or whether you want the DVD going into the tuner. It's all controlled by the remotes. All the remotes are at the end, and there's a brief little set of instructions with the remotes that are in that little pouch down at the end. There's a light for the hood. There's a fan for the hood. That's a no-brainer. I guess I think we've pretty much covered. Here's where we had turned on the pressure for the faucet. I'm turning it off right now. But this bottom one says light. That's for a light that goes out the back of the Casita. It's one of the backup lights, and it's back there for any time you want light in the back of the Casita. The furnace thermostat's here. The top is temperature, straightforward, just like at home. The thing that also has to go on is there's a switch on the bottom that either turns it on forward or turns it completely off if it's flipped backwards. Since it's so hot in Florida, I seldom use the furnace. There is the furnace though, and obviously if you're using the furnace, you'd remove the towel from in front of the furnace. The towel rack also serves as a support for a board that goes between the seat and there to make a lounge chair extend the width of the bed. That board is right there. Refrigerator, nothing goes on from the inside except there's a lock right there. Definitely has to be locked when you're traveling. Not a bad idea to lock it when you're camping, also to make sure the door is closed. Microwave, everybody knows how to run one of those. I can't think of any other. Oh, the refrigerator. I always set it max cool. If that starts freezing things inside of the refrigerator, I dial down the max cool, and all that control is outside where we showed you how to turn the refrigerator on. Okay, well that pretty much covers the operation of the Casita